My beloved child, stop and breathe. I am speaking now, and what I have to say cannot wait another moment. The world spins fast around you, noisy, relentless, filled with voices trying to claim your attention. But this voice, is different. It is sacred. It is mine. And I am calling out to you, not to the crowd, not to the masses, but directly to you, heart to heart, spirit to spirit. This is not just a message, it's a divine moment carved in eternity, wrapped in love, and sealed with purpose. You didn't stumble here by chance. You were led. You were drawn because something within you is ready for change. And I, your creator, am ready to bring it. You've been walking with weight in your soul, haven't you? Carrying burdens you no longer mention out loud, hiding ache behind strength, pretending to be okay when inside the silence has grown heavy. But I see what others cannot. I hear what your heart has stopped trying to say. And I tell you this now, I have never turned my eyes away from you. Even in your quiet breakdowns, I've been near. Even in your victories that felt hollow, I was present. Even when you doubted your worth, I affirmed it. And now I ask you, just 2 minutes. Open your soul and listen, because in this space between your breath and my voice, everything can change. I know the chapters you've walked through, the nights that stretched longer than your hope, the prayers that felt unanswered, the people who came and left without explanation. I know the confusion, the frustration, the lingering sense that something more is out there, but you don't know how to reach it. And so I come now not with demands, not with condemnation, but with gentle truth, with clarity, with healing in my words and breakthrough in my breath. You've spent long enough second-guessing yourself. You've waited for signs, and here I am. No more waiting. This is the sign. This is the moment. You've believed in others. You've cheered them on, lifted them, poured out from your spirit until you were empty. And still, you wonder if anyone truly sees you. I do. I always have. I know the real you, the you that longs to rest without fear, to breathe without burden, to be loved without conditions. And I have never loved you with conditions. My affection for you has no clause, no fine print. My grace does not expire when you fall. My hand is not withdrawn when you stumble. I hold you, not because you are perfect, but because you are mine. So pause with me. Let everything else fade. Let the pressure slip from your shoulders just for this moment. I am not rushing you. I am not here to overwhelm you. I am here to transform what you thought was stuck forever. I am shifting things even as you listen. The doors that would not move, I am unlocking them. The voices of doubt that once screamed, I am silencing them. The storm that spun around your mind, I am speaking peace into it now. The breakthrough you've prayed for is closer than you realize. And it does not depend on your performance, but on my promise. And I have never broken a promise to my children. Let your mind be still, even if just for these few sacred moments. Come close to me. You don't need fancy words. You don't need to know what to pray. Your honesty is enough. Just speak to me like you would to a friend who's seen you at your worst and still calls you beautiful, because I have. I have seen the depth of your wounds and still declared you whole. I have watched your failures and still named you worthy, and now I tell you again, you are worthy of love, of peace, of joy that doesn't disappear when the world disappoints you. Don't believe the lie that says this is all there is for you, that this pain, this cycle, this waiting is your fate. No, my child, I have more. I have restoration for your soul, and it begins with your trust. You don't need to fix everything on your own. You don't need to earn your way back to me. I was never far. I have walked every step with you, even the ones you regret, especially those. You were never alone. You are not alone now, and you will not walk alone again. My presence surrounds you, not as an idea, but as reality. Even if you cannot feel it yet, Even if everything still looks the same, know this: I am working behind the scenes of your life, stitching together what once was torn, making beauty from ashes that others dismissed as ruin. There is more for you than survival. I did not breathe life into you so you could just make it through. You are not here to suffer in silence, to question your worth, to wonder if anything will ever change. I am the changer of destinies. I rewrite endings. I heal what no one else knows is broken. And I am not finished with you. Not now, not ever. This is not the end of your story. It's a turning point. What has weighed you down is not more powerful than what I am about to lift you into. I see your hunger for peace, not just moments of it, but peace that settles deep, peace that lives in your bones, even when the world shakes. That peace is found in me. I do not promise a life without struggle, but I promise a life where struggle does not defeat you. I promise presence in every valley, strength in every weakness, purpose in every step. You've questioned whether your life really matters. It does, more than you can imagine. The ripple of your obedience, your kindness, your endurance, it reaches farther than you think. The seeds you've sown in tears will bloom in places you've yet to walk. Stay with me. Breathe with me. Let your heart hear what your mind has tried to ignore. You are not forgotten. You are not a mistake. You are not too late. The very breath in your lungs is proof that I'm not done. And if I'm not done, then the best is not behind you. It's ahead. Walk with hope, even if it feels unfamiliar. Believe again, even if belief has cost you before. I will not disappoint you. I never have. This is the beginning of something new. This is not just a moment, it's an awakening. Stay open. Stay listening. There's more to say, more to reveal, and I will keep speaking until your soul remembers how deeply it is loved. My child, stop where you are. Breathe. Quiet your thoughts. For what I am about to say to you cannot wait another second. I do not speak to you by accident. This is a sacred moment carved out in the middle of your ordinary day, because I have something extraordinary to release into your life. Just 2 minutes, that's all I ask. If you will lean in, if you will listen closely, you will see that everything, yes, everything is about to shift. I am the one who sees what others miss. I am the one who knows what weighs you down when no one else is watching. And I am here right now, not with empty words or vague promises, but with power to change what you thought was unchangeable. There are places inside of you that you've kept hidden for a long time, wounds that never fully healed, questions that still echo through the silence of the night. You've carried burdens in your heart that you never voiced. You've smiled on the outside while struggling inside, but I know, I've seen it all. Every silent tear, every lonely night, every whisper of doubt, I heard it, and I did not look away. You may have felt forgotten, but you were never forsaken. I have been closer than the air in your lungs, and now I am moving in ways that will leave no part of your life untouched. I know the thoughts that try to haunt you, the ones that say you missed your moment, that it's too late, that you're not enough. But listen, beloved, I am not limited by time. I am not constrained by your past. I am the one who redeems lost years. I restore what was broken. I resurrect what has died. I make rivers in the desert and pathways in the wilderness. What feels final to you is still flexible in my hands. What others counted out, I am about to count in. What seemed like the end is where I begin. My child, I am not asking for your perfection. I'm not waiting for you to have it all figured out. I'm not calling you because you're flawless. I'm calling you because you're mine. There's nothing you need to prove, nothing you need to earn. I don't love you because of what you do. I love you because of who you are. You are my creation, my delight, the one I formed with purpose. I have written your name on my heart, and I will never grow weary of you. Even when you've grown tired of yourself, I still choose you. There's something I need you to understand. Change does not begin with your strength. It begins with your surrender. If you give me 2 minutes, I will take the weight that's been crushing your chest. I will lift the burden you've silently carried for years. I will flood your soul with peace that surpasses understanding. You've tried to fix it all. You've run in circles. You've hoped and hurt and hoped again. But now it's my turn. Let go, just for this moment. Let go of control. Let go of fear. Let go of the belief that you must handle this alone. You were never meant to do this without me. I see the doors that have stayed shut, the opportunities that passed you by, the answers that didn't come in the way you expected. But I am not finished. I am still writing. I am opening what was sealed. I am stirring what was still. I am shifting what looked permanent. There is movement happening beneath the surface. You can't see it yet, but trust, it's there. My hand is already arranging what you've been praying for. Even in your silence, I was listening. Even in your stillness, I was working. There's nothing random about this moment. It was orchestrated with care. My spirit drew you here because something inside of you is ready to release the past, ready to believe again, ready to hope without fear of disappointment. You've been carrying the weight of yesterday on your back, but I am reaching for it now. Let me have it. Give me your regret. Give me your what-ifs. Give me your confusion. I can carry what you cannot. I do not ask you to carry burdens I have already died to lift. My child, listen closely. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. You are right on time, divine time. The delays, the detours, the disappointments, they have not derailed your destiny. I am weaving every thread together. I am using every experience for your good. Even the painful ones, even the ones you thought had no purpose. Nothing is wasted in my hands. Nothing is lost when you're in my care. What was broken is being made whole. What was confused is becoming clear. You think you need more time, more resources, more strength. But all you need is me, and I am here. I am always here. I will never abandon you. I will not walk away halfway. I do not love halfway. I do not bless halfway. My commitment is full and my timing is perfect. You can trust me with the next step, even if you don't see the full path. You can trust me with the dream, even if you've buried it deep. You can trust me with your heart, even if it's been broken before. I know you want answers. I know you want direction, and I will give it. But first, I need you to stop running from stillness. Come into the quiet. Listen to my voice above the noise. My voice does not condemn, it comforts. It does not shame, it restores. It does not confuse, it leads. You don't need all the pieces, you just need to trust the one who holds the puzzle in his hands. Let me lead you gently back to peace. Let me show you who you are again. Not who the world says you are, not who your past says you are, but who I say you are. Loved, chosen, strong, whole. Just 2 minutes. That's all I asked. But what I offer in return is far more than time. I offer transformation, not a temporary fix, but a permanent shift. A reordering of what you thought would never change. My child, I am not distant. I am not passive. I am near. I am active. I am working. I am ready. You don't need to search further. You don't need to beg. You just need to be still, right here, in this holy moment, and know that everything, yes, everything is already beginning to change. My beloved child, even now I see the stirring in your spirit. I feel the hesitation that whispers in the back of your mind, wondering if this moment is truly for you. But I tell you again, it is. This message is not scattered into the wind for anyone to catch. It is tailored, it is sacred. It was meant to meet you in the very place where you sit, with everything you carry, with everything you hide. I am speaking through the stillness to break through what has long kept you stuck, not with noise, not with force, but with presence, with knowing, with love that will not relent until it reaches the deepest parts of you. You've walked through seasons of silence where your prayers felt like they dissolved into the sky, where you asked, but no answer came, where you gave and nothing returned, where you waited but saw no movement, and you wondered if I had turned away. But I never did. I am not absent in your stillness. I am working within it. My timing is not your timing, but my promises are sure. There are things I protect you from that you never even see. There are doors I kept shut not to punish you, but to preserve you. I know what you need before you ask. I see the steps ahead before you even think to look. You've grown weary, haven't you? Not just tired in your body, but heavy in your soul. Tired of showing up strong, tired of holding everything together, tired of being brave in front of others while your heart crumbles in private. But I am the strength you've been looking for. I do not ask you to keep pushing. I do not demand that you perform. I ask you to rest in me, with me, because rest is not weakness. It is worship. It is trust. It is the sacred acknowledgement that you cannot do this alone and you were never supposed to. I am not impressed by how much you can carry. I am moved when you let me carry it for you. There are some things you've kept trying to fix, hoping time or effort would heal them. But this is not a battle of striving. This is a moment of surrender. Your healing begins when you release the weight you were never meant to bear. My hands are not too small for what you hold. My heart is not too distant from what you feel. I made you, and I know exactly what to do with your brokenness. Don't think I've overlooked the small victories, the days you chose peace over pride, the times you gave even when no one saw it, the tears you wept in silence that no one acknowledged. I did. I was there. Every time you wanted to give up but didn't, heaven noticed. And now the seeds you sowed in faith are about to rise. The harvest is closer than you think. Your breakthrough will not come the way others expect it. It will not look like what the world promises, but it will be real. It will be lasting, and it will be mine. My child, your story is not defined by its pain. It is shaped by your response to it. And your response, your willingness to keep believing, to keep hoping, to keep seeking me, is the fragrance of your faith. That faith, even if it feels small, is what moves mountains. It is what touches the heavens. It is what pulls the impossible into reach. You don't need perfect faith. You just need present faith. You don't need to understand everything. You just need to stay close to me. I will take care of the rest. There are things I want to do in you that require stillness, that require trust, that require you to lay down your expectations so I can exceed them. I am not building what you lost. I am building something new, not a replica of the past, but a redemption of it. The people who left were never your anchor. The moments that broke you did not define you. The things that failed did not cancel your future. I was never building a life based on what you feared. I have always been building one based on what I've promised. You've been looking outward for signs, for proof, for validation. But what I want you to know right now is that the most important confirmation of your worth does not come from what you see around you. It comes from the truth I've already spoken over you. You are chosen. You are known. You are covered. You are mine. That truth has not changed, even on the days when you doubted it most, even when you made mistakes, even when you walked away. I never stopped calling your name. You don't have to earn your way back into my presence. You were never pushed out. You've been in my arms the whole time, even if you forgot how it felt. I am not holding your failures against you. I'm holding your future in front of you, and all I ask is that you lift your eyes again. Look not at your past, but at my presence. Not at the mountain, but at the one who moves it. Not at the storm, but at the one who commands it to be still. I am not waiting for you to be fearless. I am simply asking you to follow. Even in the noise of your life, I am still speaking. My whisper will find you in the chaos. My voice will anchor you through the winds of confusion. You've tried to stand on your own, but now is the time to stand on my word. I have spoken things over your life that no one can erase. Not delay, not pain, not the enemy. What I bless, no one can curse. What I open, no one can shut. What I begin, I complete. I am not done with you, my child, not even close. 2 minutes ago, you may have felt unsure, but now something inside you knows. Something inside you recognizes the sound of truth. That's not coincidence. That's my spirit awakening what has been asleep. This is not hype. This is holy. This is not emotional. This is eternal. And you are not walking away from this moment empty. My words will stay with you, not because they are poetic, but because they are power. Not because they sound good, but because they are alive. Everything you've walked through has led here. Every unanswered question, every hard decision, every quiet hope, it all brought you to this pause. And now, in this sacred stillness, I remind you once again, just 2 minutes with me is all it takes to shift everything, because I am not limited by time, I am not hindered by history, and I am not moved by appearances. I am the changer of atmospheres, the lifter of heads, the restorer of hearts. And I am here, now, speaking to you, holding you, calling you forward. You've waited for this, you've longed for it. And now that it's here, let it take root. Let my words sit in your soul. Let them heal what no hand could touch. Let them break what no lie can hold. You don't need to do anything else. Just stay here. Just stay with me. Just let me be enough. For I am. And I always will be. My child, you're still here. That means your heart is open. That means something deep within you has awakened. Don't rush this. Don't let this moment pass like all the others. Let it sink in. Let every word rest on your soul like dew on dry ground. You've needed this. You've longed for something that could quiet the noise, silence the lies, and pull you back to center. And here I am, speaking not to your status, not to your past, but to your soul. You've tried to understand why things happened the way they did, why people walked away, why doors closed when you were ready to walk through them, why you felt like you were doing everything right and still felt like nothing was moving. But hear me, I never waste pain. I never allow loss without intention. I never close one door unless I am opening another, greater one behind the scenes. And what has felt like delay has only been divine preparation. You were never rejected. You were being redirected. You were not being denied. You were being refined. Do not let your heart be troubled by what didn't happen, because what I'm doing now is far greater than what you thought you missed. I am doing something new, something holy, something only I can get credit for. You won't have to force it. You won't have to beg for it. What is yours by my hand will flow to you in perfect time. No striving, no fear, just peace. You'll look back and realize I was working all along. In the silence, in the stillness, in the sorrow. I was shaping your character to match the size of your calling. There are things you prayed for that didn't come, because I love you too much to give you what would break you. You saw loss, I saw protection. You felt forgotten, I was setting apart. You asked me to bless you, and I began by preparing you. I needed you to let go of the old so your hands would be ready to receive the new. That pain you thought was punishment, it was the pruning, and only the branches that are pruned bear the most fruit. Don't underestimate what I can do with your broken pieces. Give me your fear, give me your failures, give me the shattered dreams and the bruised hopes. I will take them all, and I will make beauty from them. What others cast aside, I will crown. What you gave up on, I will breathe life into. What the enemy tried to bury, I will resurrect. I am not done with your story, and I never write endings in despair. My signature is hope. My fingerprints are restoration. My language is redemption. You are not too much. You are not too late. You are not too far gone. There is nothing about you that disqualifies you from my presence. I don't see what you see when you look in the mirror. I see my beloved child, the one I knit together in secret, the one I've watched grow in strength through every hardship, the one I'm calling back to joy, back to purpose, back to me. And now you know I've been speaking all along. You just needed the stillness to recognize the sound. Your life will not end in confusion. Your journey will not be defined by wandering. You are coming into alignment, into understanding, into clarity. And as you walk forward, I will illuminate your path one step at a time. I will bring people into your life who carry light, not shadows. I will lead you to places that don't just feel safe, they feel sacred. You will know the difference between what drains you and what draws you closer to me. The discernment you've asked for is already being sharpened. You will see differently, feel differently, move differently, because your spirit is no longer asleep. This is more than inspiration. This is impartation. I have given you more than words. I've planted truth, and the enemy cannot uproot what I have spoken. I don't just speak to make you feel better. I speak to create, to rebuild, to restore. And what I speak stands. Heaven and earth may pass away, but not one word from my mouth will return void. What I declare over you today is permanent. You are loved. You are chosen. You are protected. You are anointed. You are mine. You've waited for a sign, and now you know this was it. Not by chance, not by coincidence, by divine arrangement. I brought you here because I knew you'd be ready to hear. And what you've heard is only the beginning. Stay with me, walk with me, trust me. Not just in the loud moments, but in the quiet ones. Not just when it's easy, but when it's uncertain. That's where faith lives. That's where I meet you most. Let these words echo in your heart as you go forward. I'm not calling you to be perfect. I'm calling you to be present. I'm not asking you to figure everything out. I'm asking you to keep showing up, to keep choosing trust over fear, to keep walking even when you're unsure. I'll be with you in every moment, every step, every breath, and just like today, I'll keep speaking. I'll keep reminding you of who you are and whose you are. Now, if your spirit has been touched, if something inside you has been stirred, I invite you to respond not to me, but to the one who spoke. Write Amen below. Let it be a seal on this message, a public declaration of a private transformation. Let the world see that your faith is alive, that your hope has risen, that your spirit is anchored. And if you believe this message is part of something greater, if you want to help bring the voice of God to others around the world, consider using the super chat below to support this mission. Every seed you sow helps build a stronger Christian community. You're not just giving, you're planting into eternity. You're helping the broken hear what you just heard. You're extending grace, peace, and power to someone who is hanging on by a thread. What we do here matters, and your support multiplies the reach of God's voice through this platform. Let your comment be your witness. Let your support be your light. And let your heart stay open, because this is not the end. This is the beginning of everything.